Check. Let's try this. Mic check. You guys all jumped over here. Can you hear me? Oh, there we go. There we go. I don't know what happened. My daughter called right before I started, so maybe I know sometimes if you get a phone call, it'll like kill the sound. There we go. I thought I'd get some chewy candy so I can chew into the mic. When you guys can just listen to that. No, 5x5. So Noah, 5x5 refers to, it's a radio. It's a way to communicate on radio that somebody is loud and clear. So those are the two kind of things: loud and clear. And clear. Gramps, who's calling me Gramps? Pamela Mall, are you new around here? How dare you? I'm exactly 50. I'm not even a grandpa, so you can't call me Gramps. I'm not a Gramps. Yeah, most of the people, if they're doing sound checks, they'll say 5x5. That's a radio. It's a radio thing. Be honest, how frustrating was it that the new Gamut came out right after you bought the Ready Pack? Boy, you cut right to the chase, sir. It was devastating because I'm probably going to buy the new one and feel even dirtier. Oh, isn't it not your smacking lips that got your wife in Wyoming? What the crap? Bro, you're killing me. I don't know if I need another 6 liters though. Who was it? Gnostic Nomad said, "Look, if you get 5 more liters, you're just going to fill it." I think that's probably true. So we love you like a sticker on a ready meal that covers the cooking instructions. Yeah. Mark's in the house. Suburban Survivor. I like you like Cherry Halls, neither candy nor medicine. I know. It is gross. David says, I'll be 56 in December, not a grandpa either, unless you're counting dogs. I don't. Pamela Mall says, boy, you have a shitey stream. That's twice. Who are you? Why are you here? My Gamut comes in Tuesday. I'm getting the 22 liter. Oh, but the Gamut still doesn't have that front pouch. I'm obsessed with like a front separate pouch. They do have the halfway thing though. Wyoming says paying retail, isn't that against your own religion? I know it is. Wyoming, you're right. Noah's buying an SUV next week. Long-term camping and fire volunteering career to begin soon after. Check you out, man. You're doing the things. Lovely. John Spinks, he says, packing up my new Gamut as I listen this evening, and yes, it's amazing. You sons of mothers. Gamut. Tactical Muffin Tops in the house. Best YouTube name ever. I love that. What's up, TMT? TMT. Noah, that would be my new channel theme. Oh, like firefighting and all. That'd be a great channel, Noah. Pamela Mall says, you will never know. I feel like you know me. Pamela Mall. Every once in a while, I get comments of people, and I'm like, I feel like that was a little bit too close to home. I feel like you know who I am. I'll figure it out. You have a channel? You don't. You're smarter than that, huh? Go to channel. Let's see. Angry Grandma. Is that you? One 3-hour stream of Angry Grandma? Pamela, do we know each other? Quinn's in the house. How's it going? What's up, Quinn? Smoking turkeys this week. Oh, that's right. You mean like smoking them or smoking them? Maybe both, huh? Smoking them and then smoking them. I ordered a 511 Covert 18. That's a good backpack. Fresh out of boot camp. So maybe going back to 511. Yeah. Got a new axe. Quinn put a new axe together today. Lovely. Isn't that a brand of cigarettes? Pamela Mall. What's up, Glenn? Glenn's in the house. Mr. Number One signing on. That was so funny, Glenn, when you said that in the comments. I was thinking of that episode of Seinfeld where he gives his dad a Number One dad shirt. He's like, this is never leaving my body. David's doing both. Isn't smoking meat a cause of colon cancer? What? You mean literally smoking meat or sorry, I'm in a mood tonight on the smoker. Okay. Tide Grad says I started working on cleaning up the axe, has a lot of pitting. Yeah. Yeah, that one does too. I got that. It still looks rusted. I need to sandblast it, but 4-pound plum head on a vintage 36-inch hickory handle. Nice. Yeah, 4-pound head, you need a 36-inch handle for sure. Yeah, nice. Oh, I love me some axes. Yeah, that dude in the comments who was like on the HFR, he was like, you don't know SH about axes. I was like, it's wood and steel, right? How far off could I be? Maybe there's a whole world of wood and steel that I'm not familiar with. I don't know. Mark says, I'm up to see this as I'm not working tomorrow. I got signed off the quack for a small stroke, but I'm just fine. Precautionary. Oh, did you had a stroke, Mark? Yikes. Robert says I bought a new deep fryer for turkey just to be invited to a soccer tournament for my daughter. Now no more deep fried turkey, but I got to work on moving my car kit from my truck to my wife's car. Pamela Mall says, I think you smoke weed, you awful chummy. Are you talking to me? Pamela, I feel like you're a tourist. Are you a regular around here or are you a tourist? I welcome tourists as long as they behave. Pamela Mall. Maybe like Darth Mall. Yeah, it looks like we have a troll. I think so, Klondike. That's what's so great about our little community because when a tourist comes in, we're like, where are you from? Like, it doesn't sound like you're from here. Wyoming. Smoking and grilling meat introduces free radicals and can increase risks for cancer. I've heard of that about the char, that it's the blackened char, like on the. What a bummer. What a terrible piece of information, Wyoming. How dare you? Pamela says, no kidding, tourist. Pam, you're going to make me create moderators out of thin air. Smoked meat causes cancer? It might be worth it, depending on the cut. Hey, tactical muffin top. Worth it. Smoked meat is delicious. Yeah. It doesn't keep Ina or I from grilling meat. Yeah. Wyoming. Ever since you sent me that picture, you mentioned your wife, and I can't. um, burnt toast, like really burnt. I think it has something to do with the char. Yeah, that's what I heard too. It's JTD. Jacob. Oh yeah, I don't know why it's showing my other name. Oh, JTD. Okay. Yeah, I was wondering. I was Jacoby 08. I didn't recognize that. Marks, this might be too much. This might be TMI, but strokes and a heart issue. Did you get the jab by any chance? That might be TMI. If you're not comfortable answering that, then don't. But Noah says if you look at the most common cancers in Japan, you can extrapolate the cause being cigarette use and smoked meats. Do they smoke a lot of meat in Japan? I'm told I'm married to a woman who looks like a supermodel in her 40s after 5 kids. I suffer every. Yeah, frequency and dose are big factors when to consider with carcinogens. Yeah, that's a bummer. That's the best part. The char on the meat. That's disappointing. I'm saddened by that. JTD says, I love the hard assets video. Been collecting copper and old silver for years. Yeah. I got raked over the coals a little bit for that one. What steel do you recommend on the rat? OS 8 D2. If you can afford it, probably the S35. I use OS 8. I just, I get the cheap ones, the $40 ones. So they have to get sharpened often, but they sharpen quick. I bought. Telling you, man, I'm lazy. Like this guy here, I just run the knives like 3 times each side to resharpen them. So I really don't care how soft the metal is, to be honest with you. But I heard SV35 is especially out of those 3. Pamela, why are you all bundled up? You're not outside. I am outside. I'm in my garage. It's not insulated and there's no heat. Pam, you're pushing your luck around here, Pamela. Mark had 3 jabs. As a civil servant, we were instructed no jab, no job. Yeah. I've now been informed recently that we are no longer legally obliged. Yeah. That sucks, man. I'm sorry to hear that, bro. What are y'all's opinions on hexamine fuel? I don't even know what that is. What is hexamine fuel? I bet Wyoming knows. Yeah, me either, Noah. I don't hold it against anybody who got they were squeezing people left and right, man. A lot of people that, went along at the beginning and kind of woke up afterwards. So it just sucks, man. So many people are sick and got issues. Work Sharp is the best. Yeah. They're just so quick, so easy. I even use this to put a finer edge on my axes on the. Mike, I have a question. What 3 tools do you use as everyday carry? Airborne vet. Noah says some people, not him, faked their jab cards. Yeah. There are my 3 tools. Although I do carry a pocket knife too. And sometimes in winter I'll add a second flashlight, but so that's a zilch. I mislabeled it in my video, but aren't those SBIT tabs? I have a conspiracy theory. Ditch Doc and Witch Doc are actually the same person. He goes by Ditch Witch Doc, and he's an excavator equipment. Schmuckatelli, that's great. I think that too sometimes. I'm like, Ditch Doc, Witch Doc. Like, which is it? Which ditch is it? Oh. Get one of those diesel heaters for your garage. Yeah. My wife paid a substantial amount of money to have one of these little units installed, and it doesn't work. It should, but it doesn't. I have a little like a coil heater behind me, kind of warming up my legs. But what is that tool you keep holding up as the knife axe sharpener? Work Sharp. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's just like a rotary sharpener, and it has a guide. So it's just it's like a tiny little belt sander, and then you put this on there, and then when it comes time to sharpen the knife, you hold it against like that flat edge, and it'll do a 20-degree angle on each side. It's down, and it's not going to shave hair, but it's down, dirty, and it's really fast and convenient for me. So that's why I like it. Direct correlation between the jabs and my health issues. Yeah, I don't have finances to hold my department to account. I know, man. It's finally to the point. Thankfully, people are talking about it openly. People who have been having complications, but for a while there, it was just like, no. It was funny. So, shortly thereafter, it was like, once you got the big C, everything after that was attributed to C. But after people got the jab, nothing after that was attributed to the jab. I was like, come on, nothing? Yeah. Really bad heart pain that night. Yeah, never got another one. Yeah. I have the manual version, works really well. The Tri-Stone, of the sharpener. Mr. Buddy heater, I know. I looked at those just this weekend. Get you a Mr. Propane heater. We're running 30,000 BTUs in the cabin until we install our wood stove. It's the best. There's two Buddy heaters, right? The small one or the big one? Which one should I get? It's like $100. I could probably find one used though. Useless after an EMP, brother. Jimmy Degrees 362. Oh, you're the one that's living rent free in my head, right? Are you the one that had me all fired up in the HFR? I think you were. Blade purity gurus are going to explode. Are going to explode over using a power tool to sharpen. Let them explode. I don't care. Manual. Jimmy Degrees 362. Racist. What's racist, Jimmy? I can't be racist. Ended up getting the jab, but only the first one. None of the boosters. Yeah. Cardiologist recently as a precaution. Everything's all clear. Thank God. Yeah. Yeah. I heard that a lot of more of those things more complications came from the second, third, and fourth. You know. Schmuckatelli, surprised you haven't picked up a Big Buddy heater at a thrift store. I almost picked one up at a yard sale. Yeah. I really, I don't need my whole garage warm. I just need right here because I spend all of my time like right here at this bench. So I just need something. Gnostic Nomads in the house. What is up, my friend? Rewilding. Oh, Rewilding's in the house. We have the big one. It was around $350. 350? Shite. Hey, Rewilding. What is your name? Is it Christine? I think I heard Crystal call you Christine. Is that true? Rewilding. RW. RW boy. Let's see. Work Sharp is a nice tool. It was a pun. Don't worry about it. Stay in the moment. Don't tell me what to do, Jimmy. Outlaws in the house. What's up? Patriots in the house. I need to do a review on our heater since it had a few. Yeah, Rewilding. Do a review on it so I can make a decision. Patriot 330 is in the house. Soil operator. Mike Tango Whiskey. Yo, what's up? Grilled meat and you'll build a built-in layer of warmth. Yeah, probably. Alicia. Sorry. Alicia. Glad I got to attend a live when you were doing one. I hope things are well, my friend. What's up, Jason? I'm doing good, man. Airborne Vet. Buddy heaters are on sale right now at Bass Pro. Just at work. Outlaws at work. Noah, maybe I'm tripping, but how is it logical for a prepper-focused company to sell generators to prepare against an EMP? Would an EMP take out the generator too? Yeah, I don't know. Jimmy says, everyone who doesn't click like is a gay cartoon gnome. What is that? Call me Pat. Oh, Patriot 330, call you Pat? Okay. Get a heated vest. That's not a bad option too. The funny thing about the jab is we were CONUS during the Big C, and by the time we were CONUS, it wasn't even required. It's only queer on the pier, and I don't see a pier. Fair. Buddy heaters work when the power goes out in the winter. I use them every year and lend them out all the time as well. Yeah, I got to get on Facebook Marketplace. The time to buy them is probably the summertime. They're probably cheaper then, but Faraday bags. Yeah. How long does stuff stay broken in an EMP? All electronics will get destroyed forever? Like all circuitry will be burned? Is that the way it goes? TMT got one, $25. Noah says forever. Ditch Doc. Howdy, folks. How late am I? You're not late at all, Ditch Doc. I think you were already in here, weren't you? Witch Doc. I'm just kidding. Buddies were marked down at $80. That's not bad. Yeah, $80 for one of those heaters. Not worked that way years, yes. buddy heaters in both my deer blinds. Yeah. So what, you use a big propane tank like the 20 pounders to heat those? Kenneth says, "Hey buddy, did you look into the colloidal? I think you're saying colloidal silver. I did actually. I have a friend who does it. Jenny's small enough. They have Faraday bags. You can put them in 1 second after EMP is Teotawaki. Yep. Showing my son how to edit. Oh, I don't think EMPs are as big as concern. Yeah, I kind of feel that way too, but maybe that's just because I'm not prepared for one. Might be the camera angle, but Cornelius appears precariously hanging above that oiler." Whoop. Nope, that's pretty. That's on point. Let me move this for old corny Cornelius. Mark's Adventure says, "Thank you, Mark. Did you just give me money? Is that what that is? Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Prepping is common sense, which is in short supply these days. Our parents would be amusing them to see that was just life to them." Yeah, yeah, probably. Buddy, flex camping soon. Winter camping, nice. The damage from EMP is permanent. So you need to read the studies of what will be hit. Yeah, I can send you the report. Yeah, Wyoming, could you send me that report? That'd be great. How about the H2Go? No one refilled. 1 pound. Oh, so a 1 pound cylinder to run a buddy heater. How long will a 1 pound cylinder last? For the buddy heater, Coleman gas stoves, you could buy bigger problems. Your iPhone not working. Yeah, EMP is solar flare. Lakeside's in the house. What's up? Portable wood stove. What? Wyoming, yeah, send it. Bingo, Doc. You can use a 20 pound, but if you need an adapter hose, it's made for the 1 pounds on 30,000 BTU, set up with a 100 pound. Yeah. Wyoming, send it. Mike, make a video about it. Yeah, I'd like to do that. You send it to me, Wyoming. Our buddy takes 2 of the 1 pound tanks and has an adapter for the bigger tanks. Yeah. 1 pound is 6 to 8 hours. Oh, shoot. That's well worth it. I thought for sure it'd be like 30 minutes. Field Tech Readiness, what's up? Alicia says she gets 4 hours on high with the 1 pound. Where do you get propane when it runs out? Other people who have propane. I'm just kidding. I'm anti-marauder. What am I snacking on? Uh-oh. Glenn's throwing money at me. What's up, Glenn? EMPs would end society as we know it for sure. Was just in the basement bagging older electronics. Like EMP bags? Sorry, that's probably annoying. But I can't have candy in front of me and not eat it. Bagging his head in tinfoil. Natural gas well on a homestead property? So I agree with Glenn. Yeah, we go back to the Stone Age, right? How do you build a Faraday cage for your entire house? Homemade Faraday bags. You can buy the fabric. So Schmuckatelli, you can buy that fabric. And my daughter has sewn. We did one for our router where we put a big, it's like a pillowcase size, put it like a small pillowcase. And my daughter just stitched it like normal material. We did some testing on it. It does look like it blocks signal, but I'm not 100%. It's always like maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. I don't know. Steel Tech says I have 800 pound, 16 30 pound, and 20 20 pound tanks, all filled. I heard propane. Was it Wrangler Star was talking about propane? That's the way to go because it doesn't go bad. It's not like gasoline. Yeah. Faraday paint for your walls. That's right. Yeah, you can. It's black, isn't it? Like the paint. I've seen that. Idaho Joe's in the house slinging money at me. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. It's expensive. The paint is politics. Yeah. Issaquah 625. Do we do politics on here? I'm curious what you think about possible attacks on Venezuela. I think they're stupid. Yeah, I think politics is stupid. It's all war, less freedom, more debt, more war, less freedom. It's Coke and Pepsi, man. 55-gallon drums, turn them into storage. Yep, stores forever. Yeah, propane stores forever. Yeah. Read about propane. Yeah, that might be the way to go. You can get tanks at the store all you want, but they're expensive. I get them on Facebook Marketplace, or anytime I'm at a yard sale, I go straight to the back and start looking for propane tanks. And you can pick up tanks all day long for $3, $4, $5, Afraid not. I do own a Faraday bag, but that's also waterproof. Lakeside, Mike Tango. Okay. I use white in my basement office. Oh, Faraday paint? Regular paint is stupid expensive now. It's like $60 a gallon. I bet Faraday paint is $100 a gallon, probably. Faraday cage for your home, apartment. Sean Rudder, hey, I sent your backpack, dude. I sent it like yesterday. Watch Mel Gibson Conspiracy Theory. I love that movie. Love it. Nobody ever talks about it either. What a great movie. Way ahead of its time. You could safely turn that propane tank into a small wood stove. Yeah. Urban Suburban Survivor says, I picked up a King James Bible in a brand new Nalgene at the thrift store today. What would you say King James is the version to go for? Yes, I would. Sorry if that's a silly question. No, King James only right here. Yeah, I don't do yeah, that's the only version I do. King James Bible. They stuffed that movie under the rug. There was so much of it that was like dead on. You know how they flag Catcher in the Rye? I almost made a comment about that in my banned book video. But Tactical Muffin Top, I'm going live, buddy. We will have to chat again sometime. Have a great evening. You too, TMT. I'll try and drop in the comments there when I'm done. I got to finish this cook, but you guys go for a hot minute, so maybe I'll drop in over there. For all the copper naysayers, it's antimicrobial and antibacterial. I knew it. I used it at the bottom of my 55-gallon water drums to keep the water from growing algae. You can do the same with copper pennies. Small Bible for your survival pack. Yeah. Ditch Doc, you've never heard of that movie? Check it out, man. Julia Roberts and Mel Gibson. It's really, really good. Ingratitude's in the house. What is up? Movie review of banned movies. They're just regular movies, but I call them banned movies and piss everybody off. Manchurian Candidate. I actually have not seen that, but I posted that in Then Your Copper feed. Yeah. Just be sure to flush the tank by filling it with water. They Live. That's a good movie too. That's a great conspiracy. Yeah, that's like reptilian stuff. Love it. Has anyone ever smelted pennies? I may or may not have access to a ton of them and might smelt them down. That is illegal, sir. You shouldn't do that. Glenn saw Book of Eli last week. Yeah, it's a good one. Ingratitude. Hey, if anything, you are uniquely capable of teaching people to be civil. Am I? My water catchment gutters are copper. Your gutters are copper? Cunning Lucci says, new to the channel, but have we ever looked into off-grid computers or Raspberries? Yeah, ATAC for your off-grid GPS. Yeah, I'm not very computer savvy. I have looked into Raspberries though, when I was getting into Meshtastic for a little while and like remote radios, but because of you, Book of Eli was a fun movie. Yeah, it's pretty good. Kind of scary if you actually think about it. Yeah, for sure. Lawfully Arms in the house. Patriot sent me. What's up, Lawfully Armed? Are you going to go over to his live? Are you not participating tonight? Copper gutters at work. Mesh networks and ham. I did get an Nalgene bottle today. Oh, I posted a short. You guys go look at this short. So while I was at Goodwill today, a group of girls were locked out of their car, and a group of boys were trying to break into it with them. I showed up like a hero, broke into it. Took me like 10 minutes. It's pretty fun. I posted a short about it. Very cool. I see you can use Meshtastic with ATAC. Really? Yeah, I couldn't see anything on that short. Yeah, I know it was kind of a bad. She was filming through the window, so it's just the opening is the big part. Klondike, you didn't miss anything. So movie recommendations. Go watch Conspiracy Theory with Mel Gibson. Oh. Oh, I've got a question for you guys. Turned out it wasn't their car. Yeah, plot twist. You could set up your water bottle collection with different amounts of water and play like a xylophone, like the blue crew or whatever they're called. 4 sheets of plywood from a job site and an almost new heat gun. Yeah. So I've got a firearm question. Can I talk about firearms? I just can't show them, right? I think so. Whiskey, Gramps. How dare you, Pamela? Are you talking about my beard? I don't have any grandchildren, so I can't be called Gramps. I reject your nomenclature. Field tack. Dirty old man. What are you talking about? Can't touch them on stream. Okay, correct. Okay. You can take them apart and you can't take them apart and modify them. Talking can get you banned in lives. Talking about pew-pews, field tack. You can talk about firearms, but you can't show firearms. They're very picky on what you do with a firearm. Okay. If they were hanging behind you, that's fine, but you can't touch them. Favorite multi-tool lawfully is your gun guy. Field tack says yes. Grindstone Ministries has a Bible version, the scriptures. If you cannot afford it, they'll give it to you for free. Really? But isn't so Bear practices like messianic Christianity? Is that what he does? He talks about shalom, and they were doing Shabbat shalom on their website, like they were closed or something. Grit and Grace is in the house. What is up, Grit? What should I call you? Just Grace, not Grit, right? Grace. What's up, Grace? So, what would you all recommend as a next purchase? AOW, is that what any other? So it is a the little stubby, like Mossberg or Remington, the little short shotty, or a 1022. There's a company called Black Rain that makes a 1022 clone that looks really cool. It's got all the different mods on it, and I found one local on sale. Which one should I do? The 1022 or a shorty or a short shotty? I reject your reality and substitute my own. Yeah, Christ. Pops. I've had a few people call me that. 1022, 12, 1022, both. Yeah, 1022 takedown. Do you do any gardening, Mike? We would like to see. I'd like to see if you grow any produce. My wife did it this year, and she was way more successful than me. I gave up too quick. Patriot Zero's in the house. What's up, Patriot? 1022. If you can't add a normal stock, forget it. 1022 all day. 1022 Moshburg. Not very useful. Can't aim it. They're cool though. Yeah, you're probably right. What about thermal drones? 1022. Okay. All right. 1022. What's your intended purpose for the shorty? I don't know. Hinges and drones. One day and done movie I've watched probably. Bird head grip on the shotgun or a meme. Oh, the Ruger 1022 Charger is really great. The only thing I don't like about the 1022 is no open bolt, hold open. Okay. Shockwave, Shockwave 410 or 12 gauge. How much whiskey do you drink? Hardly any. I drink bourbon. I have like one drink a month. Remington, thermal drones are cost prohibitive. A thermal camera is hell expensive. Laser aiming device that can be mounted to a firearm that makes hits easy. Maverick 88 is the cheap version of the Mossberg, all accessories. Mossberg Shockwave, fun, not very practical with the pistol break. Okay. Okay. You really do need both. No, so I already have a 12. It's a, It's a regular size though, but I really like the shorties, the anything other than with the little nub on the back. But 1022s are more useful, huh? So what's the maximum range of a 1022? Like I know the as a survival weapon and like small game and stuff like that, but what is the maximum effective range? Is it show I know a 1022 is like one of the quintessential top 5 for SHTF, but what is the philosophy of use for the 1022? Maybe you guys can tell me that. Strictly for breaching. Yeah. Won't be hitting any drones. Okay. I guess not because you can't shoulder it, right? Kid got it as a, oh my gosh. Pigeon head grip 1 mile for 22 ditch talk. Are you serious? Unsubbing for chewing candy. Yeah. Everything's under 50 yards. Must fear a 1022. Depends on the barrel, ammo velocity. Okay. Some dudes are nuts with the 1022. Yeah. Full length barrel, 200 yards. I've shot a 22 like forever. What you can see with the irons. Okay. The technical term for short shotty is firearm. The 1022, anything within 50 yards is in fair game. So it could be a close range, anything type of weapon, right? Extreme marksman stuff. Okay. 1022, small game, pest control. Some can shoot 20. Yeah. They treat the shockwave as a pistol in PA. Yeah, it's got a weird nomenclature. The little stubby shotgun grip. They're any other weapon. I think it's AOW. I think that's what they call them here anyway. 200 yards, 100 to 150, 1 mile of 22 can be dangerous. Not accurate at that distance, but it can kill. Oh, okay. If you hit your target. Plus, if you send 100 rounds of 22 downrange, one of them's got to do something. Light, cheap, readily available, freedom candy. Yeah. 200 yards all day. Go stand out there and tell me otherwise. Non NFA firearm. Yeah. Which shocks me because I guess because the nub is not technically a handle. That's how they get away with it, but very accurate at 200 yards. Okay. Yeah, it's black rain ordnance, and they don't call it a 1022. It's just a black rain ordnance 22, but it's a really cool looking rifle. Like it kind of looks how what you would do like if you took a 1022 and like modified it heavily with the chassis and all that stuff into like a precision type rifle. This is already that, and it's on sale too, which is nice. Looking forward to the bag you're sending me. Want a compass? No, Sean, I do not want a compass. I will not use it on a train. I will not use it on a plane. I will not use a compass with my brain. I don't know. And with survival. From what I can read in all the comments, I was going to say it depends on how you practice with your eyesight, your marksmanship skills, and realistically looking at terminal velocity. Okay. 200 is a good philosophy of use, I think, for small game vermin. I could see like on a ranch or, like if you went to your retreat location or something like that, like pest control, and in a pinch, self-defense, like just because you can get so many rounds. Make sure it can fire Magnum 22 rounds. Okay, that's a good tip. Thank you. Is that CCI, I think? Is the cleanest 22 Magnum CCI. Henry survival rifle. Yeah, those are cool. I have a lot of gear-ish. I'll find something to send you. Oh, yeah. You don't have to give me anything for that, Sean. You don't have to do that, but that's sweet of you though. Of course, if you send me something, I'll take it. But you got any Nalgene's? I'm short on Nalgene's. I only have 57 right now. Magnum 22 rounds. That's an excellent tip. I didn't even think of that. Yeah, another vote for CCI. If it's in the Christmas budget, go for it. Yeah. Yeah, I got some YouTube money, so I want to use it for preps. Ruger Mark IV is a great 22 pistol. My buddy has one with a suppressor. Make sure that the 22 you're buying has a button cover. How freaking dare you? We need an intervention. He's a bottle addict. The Nalgene you sent me, I accidentally ran it over with my truck. Now it has one little dent. Did you really run over the Nalgene with your truck? Refuge Medical makes Nalgenes? Yeah, Sean, send me one of those. You want to send me something? Send me that. That'll be meaningful and relevant to me. I'll cherish it forever. Grace, Forever the Farmer, says, make sure you grab some seeds with that prep moolah. How many Nalgenes can a 22 I'm not shooting my Nalgenes, okay? I'm not doing a video on that. You guys are swamped out. Well,